Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome. Let everybody get into the stream. Good times. Just came in from outside. It's a whole lot of chilling right now. Rebuilding our brand. That's Melly Mill. I like it. Rebuilding our brand. That sounds great. What's up, Salty Reef Chad? What's up with it? Double C, Big J. What's cracking? What's up with it? What's up? Pestatics was cracking. Pestatics, multiple aquariums. I like it, man. Everybody rocking. I'm with it. How's it going, man? How's it going? How's everybody doing? Welcome. Making sure, hopefully, that this stream and this Wi-Fi working out for me. Oh, man. Just finished watching two of my favorite artists go heads up on the verses on Instagram. Shout out to Jada Kiss. Shout out to Fabulous. Man, nice little discography battle. It's definitely pretty cool. So definitely had to check that out. It was pretty cool. Well, what's up, everybody? What's up? This is Warrior Planet. What's up, Steve? What's cracking? I'm talking to you on my live right now. I just went live. All right, sounds good. What is it? It's Monday. You cooking tacos? It's supposed to be on Tuesdays. Okay, yeah, you do go against the grain. For sure. All right, my guy. All right. Yep. So we back in that on that Monday thing, baby. Shout out to everybody that has to go to work, man. That still is braving the elements and braving the virus, and still going through it, man. And if you are healthy and still and happy, man, shout out to everybody, man. It's touch and go, man. It's touch and go depending on where you at. So happy to see people coming through. Shout out to our essential workers. We really appreciate y'all. If nobody else has said it, man, I'm saying it now. So want to make sure that that's said, definitely. What's up, Rally? Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Trying to see if I can get this thing on here without messing it up. I have to turn it down. Maybe add a little blue. Yeah, so man, how's everybody's tanks doing, man? I know it's for those of you guys that are getting out, if you're able to get out, man, it's I've been spending quite a bit of time in the crib, so just trying to figure out what I can do to kind of bide the time and make sure that the upkeep of the tanks are looking good. I think I've come out with a pretty cool little strategy. Got a holder in here. She acts like she wants to jump out every chance she gets. Waiting on her to spit some more OBs. Right on, Salty Reef. Appreciate it. Yeah, hey, look. I know the music, I'll get the copyright, man. I'm not even worried about it, man. They copyright everything that that I do. Try to make sure that my videos have some, when I do my videos, I try to make sure that music is copyright free. But for my lives, I like to hear some stuff, man. I just like to put on whatever I'm feeling at that point in time, man, some little new music or something like that. So I ain't really too worried about it. I'm not monetized, so I ain't really worried about it. We good. We good. Probably she's horny jumping for it. Planted a ton of crips as chat and grew a ton of algae. Yeah, that'll definitely happen. I've been looking at my planting tank. My plants are still doing well. Couple of kind of leaves have fallen off and melted, but for the most part, doing really well. The guppies in there are flourishing, so they're having babies on babies. I have a question for those of you guys who are used to keeping guppies and some of the smaller community fish. What is the lifespan of the guppy? I could look it up, but I'd rather just ask you all since you all are out here now. Salty Reef said dealing with green water in the planting tank. Oh, now I've had green water in my cichlid tanks, and I did a video, and it's called. It was a while back. One of my first 20 videos. It was like what to do when you have green water, and it just seems like it's going to be algae bloom, which you already know. Steve has made it in. What's good? What's good, Steve? O Warrior Planet Tanks. Yeah, you got to really get it cycled through. Kind of knock off some of the algae off of the glass there, and keep it out of the sunlight. Keep your lights low. Keep them off. Try to keep them off for like 3 or 4 days or something like that, because the fish don't technically need the lights. We usually use the lights so that we could see them and beautify the tank out like that. But yeah, I get about 3 years from this guppy, says Chad. Okay. All right. Guppies, males live longer than the females. Okay. A male can grow up to 3 years. Females about half that. It depends on how many males in the aquarium and how often you're breeding. That's what's up, Riley. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've noticed that now. If you guys remember my guppies in that tank, I received from one of the teachers at the school before the COVID hit. He was unable to get his guppies out of his tank, and I adopted them and put them in there. So I'm not sure how long he had them. He definitely has been teaching at the school before I got there. So maybe some of these deaths were already intimate. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably had them over 3 years for those ones that kind of have went down. And I've noticed it has been females. And if you're saying that female life expectancy is half of that of males, I've noticed that they've had their fry and they take a dive. But I really I don't know how many guppies I have in there. Every time I look in there, it's like maybe one dead guppy, but then it's like 25 new little baby guppies running around that joint. So, I guess they've done their job. My platies are doing well. I have 2 platies in there. I have 2 black skirt tetras in there. They're all doing really well. I think that will be the tank that I would add. Oh, my golden loaches, they're doing really well. And I'm thinking about adding some of those aquatic clawed frogs, the ones that kind of hang there. I remember saying that I wanted to get some of those, so I think that is going to happen. They do look alike, so they may be replaced without you noticing. Yeah, I think that's what's going on, because I always go in there and check them out. It's still a busy tank. I still love that tank. Happy I built that community tank. I had an old bookshelf that I was keeping my fish food on It was my wife's bookshelf that she had on here, and I took that down because it was kind of busted up, and I put a 10-gallon rack on there, and that's where my bow out and my 10-gallon are going to go. And at the bottom, you can see the food. I put that down at the bottom. That's my planet tank. We'll throw the light on there real quick. Oh. Oh. All right, so let's see. So yeah, there it is right there. And plants seem to be doing well. Snails are all over the place. Baby guppies are in there. Let's see if we can't get you in there a little bit more. So yeah, we got the baby guppies in there doing their thing. The big guppies are just swimming around there. Still do not know how to identify them. I'm looking at colors and been trying to figure it out. So, and now I have a snail problem, which I hadn't had in I haven't had any issues with that when dealing with cichlids. So, for snails though, what's the best way to deal with snails? Do you just take them out? Do the cichlids, will cichlids eat them, or is there something else I can do with them? What do you guys do with your snails when you have just a lot of little random snails? They're not mystery snails or, the important, expensive snails or anything, just those regulars. Steve said, my bad, y'all. I was dealing with a Karen. She asked me why I had giant Daniels with goldfish and said I need to get a clue. I shouldn't be giving any advice. That's crazy. Hey, people are nuts, man, in this time period of society. It's a wonder many don't ask why guppies and other live bearer mostly swims at the top of the aquarium. Assassin snails will eat pond snail, says Salty Reef. And Warrior Planet says assassin snails. So I just need to go get some. Will they reproduce and then I'll have an assassin snail problem, or how will that work? Clown loach is helping my tank. Well, I do have those in abundance in this tank, although they're usually swimming around. I don't see them. If I pop them in there, maybe they'll take them out. It's great. That's an easy fix. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Get some lettuce, leave in the aquarium overnight. You will see all the snails in the morning on that lettuce in the morning. Ooh, very nice, Rally. Appreciate that. Steve, my favorite story is my wife had a table complain that the bacon tasted like salted pork. Munoz is in the place. Welcome, Joe. Appreciate you for coming through. I had to politely explain to her. Okay, I see Steve. Steve is politely talking to people. That's quite a feat for Steve. Steve sometimes snaps. Put them pea puffers in there, says Warrior Planet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take those guppies out and throw the pea puffers in there. the place that I go to sell my OBs at the Tropical World Pets from my last video, they had only a few pea puffers in there. So I think they were still waiting to get some more. So I might grab a couple of them and we'll see how that works. Do that for a week and in no time you'll get rid of those snails. Okay. All right. So the lettuce is the key. I can rock with that. Once I get them on that lettuce, I can toss them in here with the, it's really weird that I do not see my crown loaches. I see one. Where they at? I have a mixture of omega-1 super color flakes mixed in with Testotic sent me some New Life Spectrum cichlid food that they're getting used to. So there he is. That's one of them. Where the rest of them at? Everybody comes on out. For those of you guys that rock with me on Instagram, I had my tank boss in this thing, and he was on timeout for like 2 weeks. And I want to tell you guys this. If you have a tank boss in your tank, meaning that he's pretty much running your tank, you want to make sure that if he's abusing your fish, you got to check and make sure that that your fish that are getting abused, you need to get him and put him in check quick. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have all your pretty fish, and they're going to have divots in them, and scars and scratches and scrapes and bumps, and they don't look as beautiful anymore. So I have a few fish in here. My lemon jake, I think he's got beat up pretty bad. A couple of my fluorescents. He's taking the eye out of that guy right there. And scab him up pretty good. So I got him out of there a little too late. And yeah, so now I got to get them back to where they need to be. So I'm salting this tank up. I'm thinking about dosing it with a little Melafix, but I'm trying to really just kind of work with some salt and just try to get that going for the most part. And see if they can't get back. Got a fat Cyanodontis cat in there. So if you guys are looking at this tank at the 75 gallon, you'll notice that I took a lot of those Texas Holy Rock out. I left maybe a couple in there. And then I put that bridge that was in the 40 gallon down there. And then I kind of cleaned up that little branch, that all white tree branch in there. And I think the all white against the black sand looks good. And then they don't really have, you can really start seeing them a little bit more when they swim. They won't hide too much and dart out, even though there still is a nice level of hiding spots. And what I did is I cleaned this tank out really well. For those of you guys who have cichlids, you guys know that they are just a dirty fish. They just poop everywhere and in large abundance. That's why you have to have loads of filtration. 2 hang on the back 350 penguins, 3 sponge filters that are each 60 gallon a piece. And that's really been doing really well with the filtration. But you still have got to really vacuum out the bottom of your tank. You got to lift up those rocks. You got to lift up those filters. You got to squeeze those joints out. And you really need to do it kind of often because these little guys, they go buck wild. I probably just did a heavy feed, which I told myself I'm not going to do. But anytime I do a heavy feed, I probably won't feed them for like another day or two just to get them rocking. Big Tank Hank Thank you for coming through, man. Appreciate you. Salty Reef. That was my train of thought. More than one wiping out of the day. When you gonna do a saltwater tank? Says Salty Reef. Hey, look, I'm gonna have to. You hit me up on. Send me a message on Instagram or hit my Gmail, man. I'll talk to you about that because I could use that rack and do maybe a small one just to try it out and try my hand at it. Because if now would definitely be the time, and whenever they let us back in the world fully, I'm still not sure if I'm going back into the building in August to have classes. We are still up in the air with that. So I'm trying to figure out if they're going to let us do that. Come August, I will have 2 masters. I have my master's of arts in teaching. Excuse me, and I have my master's of administration, which will give me access to becoming a assistant principal should I choose to move that way. So I still want to run a aquatic club and in the school, and maybe try to run a non-for-profit to get tanks into students' homes so that they can have a sense of responsibility, so they can get some aesthetics going on in the house, something that they can call their own. Also help out with the mental state of some of our students that have the ADHD, slight ADHD, ADD, and just kind of let them know that, medicine isn't always the answer if it's something slight. Maybe you can, maybe a fish tank would help. Aesthetics would help. A kid that needs to learn a little responsibility and maybe just needs some downtime, some sit down time. A puppy, or maybe a puppy might be a little more responsibility than anything. But if a fish tank before a puppy, just to, have something that you can work with. Put on a schedule, daily feeding, daily clean, or weekly cleanings, and stuff like that. So you'll start seeing, once I get back into the swing of things, you'll start seeing my channel kind of curve towards the instruction of a student that does not know how to take care. So I might have to jump back at a couple of my videos, try to clean them up and go by a step-by-step process on how to start your tank and then the upkeep of that tank. And we'll see how that goes. Steve said he's down for that. We're after COVID, don't forget. Yeah, I've been talking to Steve quite a lot in the evenings. We've had some fun conversations. Right on, Rally. I appreciate you, brother. I'm ADHD and APBT. And now fish never medicated. That's what's up, Big Tank Hank. I'm with you. I'm a big ADHD kid too. I can't sit still. I think that's another reason why a lot of students gravitate towards me and love my class, because I'm not the sit at my desk and bark instructions. I am up. I'm in the back of the room, in the front of the room. I'm putting on a video that might helping you here, helping you there. Any questions you may ask. If the class is too quiet, I'm even like, I don't like it. I like creative chaos. You know what I'm saying? Constructive chaos. If kids are loud and they're really driven and really engaged in what they're doing, I don't mind it getting loud. I don't mind, you hearing us down the hallway. Kids, laughing. They're doing their work. And when people walk in, they're like, man, what are these kids doing? They're doing a project and they love it. So just keep them excited. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Salty Reef is going to hit me up on IG. I appreciate that. That'll work. That'll definitely work. Warrior has some black water bangers. Okay. Using the lettuce do work. Remember, pea puffers are fin nippers and will pester slow fish. Okay. Yep, I know that. So I'm trying to figure out should it just be all pea puffers? I think Steve told me what could go in with pea puffers, but anybody else got any ideas or had any luck with other fish in with pea puffers? I'm pretty sure they can't have long fins and that. And by the sound of things, they got to be quick. So, um, American Pit Bull Terrier. Okay, that's APBT. I'm with it. Three Stacks had a American Bulldog. He used to have an American Bulldog named Vegas. She was off the chain. She was pretty cool. I like those. I like those American Bulldogs. But that American Pit Terrier is dope too. Dope too. I like dogs. I had a Rottweiler. Um, I've had a Beagle mix, which probably like was my best dog. I had a purebred. Um, I had a purebred Beagle before too. Beautiful little pup. Beautiful little pup. It's great when you can use your hobby to fulfill your job requirements. Yeah, it's dope, and the school really applauds that. They're all about having student engagement. I don't put posters on my walls. I just fill the room with tanks. Fill the room with tanks. So I figure students do better looking at that than any poster that I could throw up. So I had to mention to you, help you with the kids, tanks and projects, donation for education, hashtag. Right on, Pestotics. I got you. I got you. Once I get that initiated, I'm definitely bringing you all in. For those of you guys who have channels and would love to dedicate a video to a specific task for students, I will definitely plug that in for them. I'll put your channel on my dry erase board and have students tune in, and they'll be able to get information from the people who actually have their hands in the tanks, so to speak. Salty Reese said, I got my Great Danes. Those Great Danes are huge, man. When I used to take my Rottweiler to the dog park, there was a lady there. She had two Great Danes, and my German Rott was. Let's see, I'm 6'5". My Rottweiler would stand on his hind legs, put his paws on my shoulder when he greeted me, and me and him would look eye to eye. That's how big he was. And those Great Danes were definitely taller than him, but weren't bigger than him. And he was a frisky cat. He would just run around the dog park and barrel into things. He would knock those Great Danes on their ass, boy. I loved Rocky. That was my dog, man. I love that. I hated that I had to euthanize him. I had to take him to the vet, and they said he's in a lot of pain. So it was bad. Right. Yeah, he was huge. He was definitely huge. But so I entitled this what did I entitle this thing? New Scapes and Clean Tanks. And because I did all of my tanks and did a nice once over, like took out all of the decor. I vacuumed the bottom a lot. I'm probably going to have to end up getting some more substrate to put down because I sucked a lot of that stuff up that just had a lot of debris in it, more than I thought. Because when you look at a tank and you see that it's clear and and the water is clear, and you're trying to figure out like, hey, it looks good, it could go another day. It still looks good, it could go another day. Then you have fish that pop up dead, and you're like, uh-oh. So let me check the parameters. Let me go ahead and get that change going. And you don't want to wait until it's too late. So try to do that as much as possible. My 60-gallon fry grow out is looking less OB-ish due to the sale of my OBs. Let's see if I can get this picture a little bit better. I don't know if that's any better. Gotta give them a little something. So here these guys go. Now, I kept some of the prettier OBs. Did not sell them just so I can make sure that they will reproduce for me another line of beautiful OBs. My 3 Cyadonus cats in here, and my green Phantom Pleco is in there somewhere. I got some good shots of him. I'm gonna do a video strictly on him pretty soon. My green Phantom Pleco, he's still a beaut. I'm probably my most expensive Pleco. So, but now if you look in here, these smaller guys, they used to be in my. They were growing out in my 10-gallon and my bow out, and I decided to put them all in here so that they could grow out and get nice and big. And once they color up, they should look pretty good. They are the offspring of my lockjaw German ruby red and my other ruby red iceberg, who looks extremely good too. So they should look pretty good when they grow out. So hopefully they'll do well in here. I made a pretty decent purchase and got a new sulfur head. There he is right there. And he's growing out pretty good. He's got some nice color on him. There he is, right? If I could keep up with him. There he is right there. He's got that light blue jaw and that nice orange blaze going across the front of his head. He's doing really well. He's doing really well. For those of you guys that were able to make it to my half a live stream last week before I got shut down by Wi-Fi issues, he was one of my purchases that I had purchased along with that OB and that fire hat that I was able to get on sale, 50% off too. So that was, and that video is coming out of me purchasing them and showing you those tanks at Petland. Shout out to Dustin. Let's see where we're at. It's a big dog for sure. Coach Hitch. Oh, Coach Hitchler's in the spot. What up? What up? First time watcher, long time fan. That's my guy. Coach Hitch is in this thing. Thanks for coming through, man. So yeah. Yeah, oh my God. He's one of the business teachers. He's one of the student favorites too. Definitely a cool cat, man. Hitchler is that guy. We gotta get up once this thing opens up. But yeah, so in this breeder box, I don't know if you can see them, but I had a female juvenile. She ended up holding, and she spit them really early. They still had the egg sac on them. I put that bubbler in there so that they can keep going. And it looks like they've been moving so much that now the egg sac is off. So I'm going to leave them in there till they get of size. She only spit 5 of them. So we'll see how good they look, because she looks really good. And if this is the father, which I hope it is, those are going to be some beautiful OBs. That would be the father. And where's mom? Where is she? Oh, and this would be the mother here. Right there. Yep, that's them two together. So she's got some pretty decent patterns on her. And he definitely is beautiful. Even if this one is the father, looks good too. So I still have 2 fire haps in there that are growing out. They've been doing really well. They take a minute to grow because they've been in there for a while. So I got some stuff coming, man. Yeah, I love you too, Hitch, man. It's good to see you. I appreciate you for coming through. Sickless23, thanks for coming through. Chad says, we adopted a 10-week-old mixed breed about a month ago. They reckon he's a beagle mix, but the paws say otherwise. You got to look at the paws, baby. What you got, a heater? Oh, up in that mug. It's $1.80 out here. I keep my tanks. I keep my tanks like 78, 80. Just so I can I keep the water a little warmer to keep the ick away and any of those diseases and stuff like that. So I keep it salted and keep my waters pretty warm for my cichlids. Yeah. Um, let's turn the light on the community tank. Gotta give them their own special blend of food. Get them going. Maybe those dojo loaches are yeah, those dojo loaches will go crazy. There they go. There they go. Yeah, buddy. So yeah, so this is still looking nice. Still one of my fave tanks. Guppies are doing really well. My platies are doing well. My golden loaches, they're doing really good. My moss balls and the planet tanks that I have in here are doing really good. And I really haven't done too much to this tank. I changed the water in it not too long ago, along with the rest of them, and cleaned it out really well. I tell you what, and I'm gonna do a video on this too. You ever go to your tank and you looking at the water looks clean and crisp. You know you've done your water changes, but it still smells like dew, for lack of a better word. Like it just smells like straight up dew. And I was like, man, what is up with this tank and why it smell like dew, right? And so the way that I feed my the way that I feed the tanks, instead of lifting the lid, you know, and being lazy, instead of lifting the lid, I just kind of just pour through like the cracks where the filter is, or in this case, it's a little crack right here in the middle. And you kind of just tap it in there and some of it'll get on the lid. And you really want to think about it. You knock it in there sometimes, but sometimes you just forget or for whatever reason. And I had some algae wafers that had been on there for like way too long. And I was like, man, what is going on? So you put your nose over the tank and you're like, oh my God, it stinks. But if you actually put your nose like towards the water, it doesn't smell fishy or anything like that. But then you smell like dew. Like, why does that smell like doo-doo? And so you look at the top of the lid and the lid is all crusty because you didn't put all that extra food on there and you didn't rinse it off. You got to rinse it off, right? You got to take your time, rinse it off. And I might do a video on it because what I did is I got a bucket of scalding hot water, took the lids off individually, got my algae scraper, and dunked it in the hot water, scraped it off, flipped it over, scraped it off. Maybe I don't need to do a video on it. It seems pretty simple. Maybe a lot of people are already doing that. And now the lids are crisp, clean, and I got to just start lifting the lid and putting the food in so it doesn't happen again. So I did that with all the lids. Also, it makes your light shine better through. So just being lazy and just whatever, you know. So um, that's for everybody that might have that funny smell, and you're like, dude, I do my water changes, everything looks good, but it still stinks. So there we go with that. Now, if you notice, you don't see my bow out, and you don't see my 10 gallon. So I've shut those down temporarily. The wife likes to hear that I shut some tanks down. She definitely liked to hear that part. But what she doesn't know is that just leaves room for me to get a couple more. I'm gonna have to get a couple more. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to all my new spitters. So my holder that's in my 40 gallon, I'm gonna show you her in a minute. When she spits, how many ever she spits, I'm gonna take those new ones, and they are gonna grow up in the bow out that I'm gonna put on the rack that I just put up there. Um, and then I'm gonna save the 10 gallon for any new fish that I get and make that like a quarantine before I either put them in the 75 or wherever I'm gonna put them. And they'll grow out in that bow out. So it doesn't matter if I get OBs, or let's say I have some red shoulders that are spitting, or if I even have some ruby reds, if they're spitting, um, those fry can kind of just grow up in that bow out. I'll have a bare bottom. I'll probably just have like maybe one ornament in there for them to hide and stuff like that. But other than that, once they grow out, I can use those and take them to the LFSs, and it'll be just like a whole little routine. So all of the fry, they'll go into there. The best of the fry, they'll come out and go into a regular tank. The other fry, they'll be up for sale. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. This tank is fun to watch. Tank is fun to watch. Somebody send me on Instagram or my Gmail, send me a list of how to tell what type of guppies I have in here. Because a lot of people like guppies, a lot of people sell guppies, and a lot of people buy guppies. And I wouldn't mind, like, I've got some pretty guppies in here. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what to tell people. Like, yo, assorted guppies, you know what I'm saying? Here they go. But I would like to say this is a zebra pattern, frilly, bubbly, happy, bluish, grayish, silver guppy, as opposed to the yellowish guppy from the Lake Minnetonka mountains of Colorado guppy, because that makes sense. Here go my 40-gallon. Where's my clicker? What do I do with it? So I cleared this one out. And what I did here was I turned this into my breeding tank. So I have my male OB in there. He is, it's got a beautiful pattern on him, blue and orange. I have a female dragon blood in there. I have a fire hat female in there. I have a fire eye peacock in there. I have Old Faithful. She might be too old to start holding. I don't know. She spit 3 generations of fry for me, that OB peacock female there. So I'm trying to see if she's still going to hold for me. And this is his harem. So he can let loose and impregnate whatever he wants. And hopefully I'll have some pretty OBs out of the deal. I don't know if I don't know if OB Dragon Blood is possible, but she's in there and she's healthy. OB Fire Hap, I don't know what it would look like, but it's a test. So he's already knocked this Fire Eye up right here. This female here. So she's holding. I don't know if you guys can see her, but she's holding in there. And I don't know. He has yet to mix it up. My next question to you guys is: I know that cichlids, you really don't have to do too much for them to reproduce. But if I wanted to jumpstart it, what would be the way to jumpstart it? I know that if you do your water change and you do cold water, I think sometimes that gets them riled up and ready to go. But if anybody else has any tricks of the trade, it would be pretty cool to see them do their dance. So that's where I'm at with that. So there we go. And what I did is I just finished feeding the new fry. Of course, you have to grind up that those flakes. They get the same stuff as everybody, so that they're used to what's going on. I just make sure I get it grinded up really well. Let's see what we have here. Tank Biz. Larry D, thanks for coming through, G. Appreciate you. That sponge on the right ain't sponging. Yeah, I took it out so that I could put the Marina box and get that bubbling. So that one's off. But once she spits, it'll be back on. It'll be sponging. I've got a 350 on there. I've got a sponge filter that is for a 40-gallon on the other side. And I've got 5 fish in there. So that should be cool. They should be straight until I turn that other sponge on. I haven't kept any Africans yet. I got a 20 long waiting on some Shellies. I remember you saying that, Chad. So awaiting the Shellies, that should be good. You should use the bird method to feed those babies. Is that where I chew up the food and let them eat it out of my mouth? That's disgusting. Appreciate it. Thanks for the advice. Karen was right. You shouldn't be giving any advice, Steve. It's terrible. Terrible advice. Oh my God. That's crazy. So yeah. So that's what I've been doing over here. I'm coming up with 2 different logos for the rollout for the fall. I'm thinking about something a little bit more than just having a fish for Fishy Biz up there, that Masana Reef, and something probably a little bit more inviting. Not everybody wants to wear a fish, walking through the streets. I want to do something like a play with the Fishy Biz, the words and what they look like, and definitely will have something fish related, a little bit more whimsical, a little fun, a little animated, something that you could kind of wear with whatever and you could rock out. So be looking for that. That should be coming soon. I'm going to get my bags and start mailing fish pretty soon. So just trying to get some of that stuff together since I have the time to do it. So we'll see what they got. Salty Reef says, nice, Melvin, your tank's still in the back of my trunk. We were at the Children's Hospital too long to stop by today. That's what Salty Reef says to Melly Mill. Is that dude unsure the one Tyson knocked out in 15 seconds? Who, Muhammad Ali? No. I don't think him and Tyson went at it. Although, have you seen Tyson? Oh my God, dude is still in shape, bro. Dude is wild. Hey, off the chain. Off the chain. I put him on my Instagram, man. Like, you guys got to see this guy. And so my question is going to be, how much would it take for you to go 2 rounds with Mike Tyson? And you know Mike Tyson knocked cats out in a round or 2. But I know you say he's old, but let's look at him. What will you do with this? Woo. What are you doing with that? God, how much? How much? Listen to the sounds. I had the sound off. Hold on one more time. He get into that mentality, dude, and he go for broke. He do not play. Oh my God. I don't even want to spar with him. What he just accidentally just you like throw up the right and he do a left and you're like, oh, hey, chill, son. Chill. Oh my God. 100 grand for 1 round, says Salty Reef. Dude, how much of that though are you going to use on your hospital bills? You have to say 100 grand and he still has to pay any hospitalization and physical therapy. And then so you can get your full 100 grand. Because that'll suck, bro. That makes for a bad summer. You're going to be laid up. We'd love to see Tyson and Mayweather. Will never happen. Will never happen. Tyson's too much of a heavyweight. Mayweather, oh my God, he would tear his ass up. Oh man. Yeah, I remember Mike Tyson in The Hangover. Man, he punched Allen one time and knocked him. He knocked Allen out. Oh my God. Hey, he tore him up, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. We've detected copyrighted audio and video on your stream. Your stream might be, what is it, terminated? Is that they're listening to it right now? Whatever. Hey, that's crazy though. Dude hit the dirt, y'all. Oh my God. Mayweather would wake up 3 counties over. Would finally shut Mayweather up, though. Either put Mayweather in the ring with Tyson or in the octagon with McGregor. Ooh. McGregor gonna have to do some serious kicks, man. I don't know if Tyson ready for those kicks, but yeah, that if Tyson gets McGregor on the jaw, if he gets up close enough, night night. Night night. Everybody go night night. Night night. Oh my God. Yeah. That it's a loss either way, says Salty Reed. Right. Oh my God. Hey, Allen just hit the deck, just boom. Sleep. Done. Done, son. He's done. This is my first time seeing a warning. Heads up, we've detected copyright audio and video on your stream. Yeah, that happens all the time in my stream. I was gonna pull out my death battle, man. They did I don't know if you guys been keeping up with it, but I usually end with a death battle. I wonder if they'll copyright this. If they do and they shut it down, I showed y'all everything. What was I watching? Who was it? It was She-Ra versus Wonder Woman. She-Ra versus Wonder Woman. Are those 80s babies out there, 70s babies? You guys remember He-Man? He had a sister, She-Ra, Princess of Power. And of course, everybody knows Wonder Woman. So you guys know those different powers and everything like that. So She-Ra versus Wonder Woman. Put your bids in. Who you guys got? She-Ra or Wonder Woman? I've seen She-Ra pick up a boulder like with her pinky and toss that joint. I think Wonder Woman takes a little bit more, to do that. So She-Ra or Wonder Woman, what you got? You going to Aquashella in Chicago? If it is clean and this COVID stuff is out of the way, because you do got to come home, and I got a lot of people here. Let's see. Pestatics has She-Ra. Tyson is a beast in the ring. McGregor is a beast in the octagon. Would make for a very entertaining pay-per-view. Yeah, they said the same thing when they did McGregor versus Mayweather. They definitely got their money, but was it really your money's worth? I don't know. Pestatics says She-Ra. Warrior playing the tank says She-Ra. Duh. Larry D's Tanks and More says Wonder Woman. It would definitely be Wonder Woman, but I got you, Larry. Wonder Woman all the way. Salty Reef says Water. We got 2-2. This is great. Chad says She-Ra. Oh, Chad has She-Ra. And that makes it 3 for She-Ra, 2 for Wonder Woman. Anybody else want to jump in? All right, here we go. Well, Steve, it was Wonder Woman. Ooh, she cut her head off. Oh, man. I call BS as Warrior Planet. Larry D, there you go, baby. Wonder Woman, hell yeah. I call shenanigans, says Chad. Wonder Woman for the win, Salty Reef. For sure. There you guys have it, man. Epic battle. Ain't no Wonder Woman doesn't all of a sudden just get to use a sword. I don't know what that blade. I don't know if that was the Amazon blade of truth and justice. So there it is. There it is. Thanks for playing. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing over here, you guys. Whole lot of chilling, playing a whole lot of NBA 2K. Figuring out what I'm going to be doing next year as far as virtual teaching or in the building. Messing around with these tanks, kind of tipping out into the world a little bit. Definitely still face masked up. And I've got a couple of LFSs that I need to go to that are out a little further. So breaking out of the comfort zone. The gasoline in my tank has been lasting quite a while. I haven't done too much anything but like maybe go up the street when the wife doesn't feel like cooking. And she always cooks. So really haven't done too much of that. So yeah, man. So hopefully everybody else is doing really well. Hope tanks are looking good. Larry D, are you still drinking hot sauce? Have you exhausted that? Are your innards like, are they trash right now? Like, dude, you be messing with a lot of hot sauce. Is there even more hot sauce for you to even try? Like, you tried so much hot sauce. Oh, Salty Reef got to run work in the morning. Catch you all next time. Stay healthy, everyone. Salty Reef, thank you for coming through. Always a pleasure for you to come through, and you're always welcome, as always. Larry D says, yes, every day, and there's tons more. Dude. Oh, my God. I can hit sriracha, and that's just like a little bit, and only with certain food. And then that's about it. I'm not messing with anything else. Jean Grey Phoenix would destroy them both with the Phoenix Force, says Melvin. Melly Mel, you know what? I think next week, I might look up that. I think they do have a Phoenix versus somebody. Because she could turn into Dark Phoenix and everything else. Let's see who's on there. Yeah. They have Phoenix versus Raven from the Teen Titans. Oh, that's crazy. I wonder if that might be quick. I don't think Raven from the Teen Titans can mess with Jean Grey. That's just my personal opinion. I gotta hit the rack. Thanks for the laughs. Catch you later. All right, Chad. That's what's up. I just got the message. So yeah, man. That's what it looks like it's gonna be. So listen. I'm glad I didn't get cut off. I think I figured out what I have to do. I have to make sure that like some of the internet from the Xbox and the laptop and the cell phone. I got to get that together, but I think I'm back rocking, man. So I'll be here, man. Mondays at 9-ish, 9:15-ish. And this is where I'll be, man. You guys already know what it is. I'm going to sign off for the evening. And if you guys got to go to work, you guys be safe, man. Stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Stay happy. Keep your minds together through this. And stay tuned. All right? Appreciate you all for coming through. Sickless23, Chad, Melly Mel, Larry D, Warrior Planet, Vestatics. Thank you for coming through as usual, man. And it's Fishy Biz, y'all. And I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. Peace.